go. That's a fucking healthy pour. Thank you, sir. I didn't even realize we were recording until we were recording, and I was like, fuck.
Jerett loves to hit the button early, so
you capture so much good stuff when you start it. Because, dude, if we'd have left the last episode running with your dad, we covered so much stuff.
Dude, we were 2 hours into it, too.
And we talked for like another 30 minutes up here.
Yeah, when we was shattered.
We was real fucked up.
When are you guys dropping that one?
I don't know.
I like your seniors.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
He actually called me. He's like, I hope the episode was good. We didn't do a whole lot of laughing.
Yeah, we did.
And I said, yeah, we did, Dad, but this isn't a comedy podcast. I said, podcasts are podcasts. You just talk about whatever relevant topics you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be funny.
No, it has to be real.
Yeah, it's real.
And that's what we do.
I go, people like to hear you talk, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Is this better?
Perfect. Yeah, you sound great. You sound as good as you look.
Yeah, so garbage.
Rough.
Subpar.
Oh, problem and clock started. We are already getting into it, so welcome back, you motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, we got an extra special motherfucker here with us, too.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What's up, Jeremy?
If you can't tell from that voice, it's my brother. He's back. I think tomorrow, nope, just kidding, Monday, the episode with Jeremy and Kendra on it drops. So the one where we talk about the dating show and trying to set this motherfucker up. So that'll be out. It'll be live by the time that this one comes out.
Ooh, I almost forgot that.
I cannot wait.
We need to record that. We need to remind Kendra with an H. She was very excited about that.
Second date update.
Ooh, good times.
Yeah. So, how you been, Jack?
Good. I've been busy. We Senior and my old boss JB came to my job site, did a job walk with me today.
Yeah.
JB was blown away. It's a lot larger scale construction than what he was used to. So
yeah, I'm sure.
But he's known me since I was 11 years old. I used to go work on his job sites. He was the one that they used to call me Little Jack.
Yeah. Okay. Picking up trash.
Picking up trash. And he used to pay me $5 an hour cash, which was great. At the end of a week, I'd get like $100 bill. And it was
That's not bad.
Whoa! At 11, you're rich.
At 11, this is 1992.
Yeah, that goes a long way.
Which my mom immediately took from me and then gave me a $20 bill back. And she goes, the other 80 goes in the bank. I was like,
cool, thanks.
So this is how taxes work?
Yes. I don't like this shit.
Welcome to the democracy, Jack.
What are you up to, Jeremy? How's life going for you, bud?
Waiting to start my new job.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, good. You got a new job, got in at a good place with some good friends and some people that we really like. And
I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's what I do. But if you fuck this up, I can't help you.
FHFO, buddy. Friends help friends out.
Yeah, and you just happen to be my brother, so
yeah, BHBO.
Bro. If that's the thing too about me, dude, is everybody knows, like, if I can do something for you, I'm going to do it.
Oh, I love helping people.
But if you're my brother, like, I'm going to make sure that you're fine because we don't get to struggle.
Yes,
like that's not a fucking option anymore.
I do work my ass off. So.
Yeah. Well, you started back at the bottom, so children, take notes. Don't fuck up.
In your mid-30s.
It's a hard rebound. And Jeremy's going to be 40 next month.
Ooh.
Yep, I am.
Yeah, so we got to figure out what we're going to do for Jeremy's birthday.
Strippers and midgets. Midget strippers.
Midget strippers.
If you have a connect, let us know.
Just DMs full of midget strippers. Yeah. JJ would be like, what the fuck?
Oh, dude. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
As always, Joe Rogan, hit us up. We are waiting.
And Krill, we're gonna start Krill. Assholes live forever. Hit us up, bud. Talk to us. Let's collaborate.
I would fucking definitely like that, dude. And then
fuck you, Brad.
Fuck you, Brad.
Yeah, fuck you, Brad.
Fucking piece of shit. I get to see Brad this weekend.
Well, good for you.
I'm gonna go hang out with fuck you, Brad. Fuck you, Brad. I was going somewhere before Jeremy fucked you, Brad. But if you're looking for a 4-hour-long podcast that is really about people who've been through it and our nation's heroes, Sean Ryan's podcast, he only does people who are connected, people who are in the know, veterans. He was a Navy SEAL himself. I mean, he only has people like that who have real stories to tell.
Okay.
And they're very interesting, man. And he, it's a really good show, man. So, Common Shit too is our fucking homegirl. Go listen to her. But if you've got a long fucking road trip ahead of you, I would highly recommend the Sean Ryan show. I dig it. Nice. I really dig it.
Oh yes.
It's you'll get in your feels. It is very sad to hear what happened to some of these guys and how things go, man. It's I mean, he's got real heroes on there. Some stories are good, man, and some are not.
Yeah, so, I can see that.
If you want to get into that and you want to know what the world is really like outside of these walls that we call America, that's a good one.
Yes, sir.
You want to shamelessly self-promote us?
Yeah, so again, like we've been hitting up YouTube, Shattered Wisdom. Yeah. Please listen to us on YouTube. Look at Shattered Wisdom. Like, subscribe, comment, share, tell your friends.
Yeah. On this next one, we are no longer selling Dofo dinner tickets.
10-4.
We are full.
Okay.
So we are going to auction off to a lucky listener who answers our fucking questions on YouTube. You gotta pay attention to the YouTubes. We're gonna put out some special episodes, ask some questions, and if you write in, I think we saved 2 spots for that.
Okay. Sweet.
So if you want to go, sorry for all the people who already paid for it, but I appreciate you guys. But I'm gonna front the bill on this one. So as an appreciation thing to our guys, we are closing the Dofo dinner event. If you missed it, too fucking bad. We keep telling you guys every fucking week, buy your tickets, buy your tickets, buy your tickets. You don't. Now you don't get to go. And I told JJ today that I was going to stop calling it Dofo and call it Dofo Winery, so people know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, we know Dofo.
We know Dofo, but for our listeners out there who don't understand what Dofo is a winery in Temecula, California. So you're gonna miss out if you didn't buy a ticket. Like, you fucked up. So sorry for your luck. Look for the next event.
Yes,
sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to put that out.
It's all good. Instagram, Shattered Wisdom Podcast. I am Shattered Wisdom _Jack. He is Shattered Wisdom _Jerett. ShatteredWisdom.com and ShatteredWisdomPodcast.com.
Yeah, we got them both.
We got it all.
Yeah. All right. Shall we have this motherfucker draw a question?
Yeah, Jeremy gets a question.
Fuck yeah, that's my favorite.
Hey. I welcome back motherfuckers on this one, right?
Yes, yeah. You did. You started with that. It was fucking quick, right at the jump.
No, because I did it on the last one.
Yeah. No, you did it on this one.
All right. I don't know. I've been drinking.
I'm pretty sure, but if you want to fucking...
No.
Motherfuckers.
No.
JJ'd have to put it in post, as they say.
So I told Jada that I'll do this. And then silence. Wait. If she sees that, then she knows that she's got to listen to that part, because she doesn't listen to everything.
She listens to sound waves.
Yeah,
she
reads sound waves.
Whatever.
Like the Matrix.
Sure. All right. So Jeremy's got a question. What do you got?
What is your spirit animal? It's from Tiffany K.
Oh,
nice.
Thank you, other Scissor Sister. We pulled the other Scissor Sister a couple days ago.
Her answer is badger.
Oh yeah, because she's a honey badger for sure.
She's a honey badger. She will.
She's a little tiny little thing, but she'll eat your fucking face.
She's like, "Oh, you're a lion? Come on,
cool.
Come here. You're a bitch. Look at me. I'm the captain now."
My spirit animal's a unicorn.
Motherfucker.
Oh man.
Because they're mythical and not real.
Christ.
And because I can pick anything I fucking want to.
That's a hard question. I don't know. I've never thought about that. Honestly, I think if I'm a spirit animal, if anything, I think I'm a dog.
You know, a dog would be good because
doodle?
it's a people person. Ooh,
no.
Are you?
I'm
you
not
know what?
doodle.
Here, Jeremy, you can have unicorn. I will go with a wolf, like a pack animal.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a dog. I'm very loyal.
Yeah,
I'm very loyal. I'm very loving. I'm very friendly.
Yeah.
But at the same token, if you fuck with me,
I'll eat your face.
I'll eat your face.
Yeah. So I think wolf, because my circle is small.
Yeah.
But I'll kill you for anybody in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with raven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
They're smart.
Not a bald eagle, huh? Okay.
No.
They're
free
majestic.
spirited. They're fucking kind of cool. Problem solvers.
Mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super smart birds. Very
Ravens
smart
are
birds.
incredibly smart.
And they hold grudges. That sounds
Yeah.
like you. Yeah, you're a raven for sure.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
So what do you want to talk about today, Mr. Jack?
We actually have been talking about this for a long time, and this is a Mr. Jerett Medberry idea. Is songs with fucked up meanings
And popular songs.
Very
like
popular.
shit that plays on the fucking radio. Dudes get awards for every day. We're gonna say these songs, and you can be like, I love that song.
And we're talking about stuff from 90s till today.
Yeah, from the 90s to current.
Yeah.
Everything that you listen to.
Way earlier than that. Well, if you're going Beatles.
I don't think we put the Beatles up there.
Well,
No,
you
we
guys
can.
fucking-
But there's a Beatles song that's pretty
Well,
fucked up.
tell us
Got a fucked
the
up
Beatles
meaning.
song, then, Jerami.
I'm not sure what it is, but I know that we were talking about it earlier.
It's called, hang on just a second.
Stand by. We're going to
I got it
at
written
research.
down.
There's a couple of Beatles songs.
So it's either... Fine, Jack. Hang on.
My snoodling.
You like that?
Yeah.
It's,
Trying to help him out.
is it Run For Your Life?
Are you sure it's the Beatles?
I'm positive.
Well, they did a lot of drugs, and people love the Beatles about all this stuff, but, like, they
It
were on
is
some
the Beatles.
serious psychedelics.
It is the Beatles. It's called Run For Your Life.
Okay.
So I guess we could start out with why that song's fucked up.
Sure.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Sorry, I was not prepared for this. That's why I didn't put it on the board.
Well, my fault.
It's funny, though. I was listening to the Woody Show this morning, and they were talking about songs that didn't age well, but they were all songs about, like, sleeping with underage girls.
Yeah.
All bad.
And, like, Ted Nugent had one. Kiss had one. The Red Hot Chili Peppers had one. There were a couple other, but there were 7 of them. And these are, like, very popular. They brought up Sting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Don't Stand So Close to Me, but they're like, that's about, like, a student that's trying to initiate a... And it doesn't quite say, like, age and that kind of stuff, but there's some other ones that were, like, talking about teenage girls.
Yeah. Let's see. 17 songs that are actually fucked up. That's a Reddit fucking quote right there.
Oh, for sure.
There she goes. Dude, there's some, like, some really fucked up songs out there that was like, and that's a popular one, and I actually like that. So the Beatles, Run For Your Life. It says, caught you with another man, that's the end, little girl. Let this be a sermon. I mean everything I've said, baby. I'm determined, and I'd rather see you dead.
So dude catches
His wife
someone else,
cheating.
and it's the if I can't have you, no one can.
And that's the fucking Beatles.
Yeah, John, Paul, and Ringo, peace, love, and fucking hypocrisy.
Is that
Holy
60s,
shit!
70s?
Yeah.
So all peace and love until I catch you fucking somebody else, and then I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna make a song about it.
Yeah.
Hendrix did the same shit.
Oh, they all did, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you can't fuck a singer. If you fuck
I mean,
a
you
singer-songwriter,
You can.
yeah, but don't ever fuck them over.
Yeah, if you're fucking Taylor Swift.
Oh, dude, she shits on everybody,
Bazillions.
Dude, her last tour was $1 billion.
Yeah.
And every girl's like, oh my God, some guy
Every girl?
kiss
Every
her.
girl,
Yeah.
every guy, every fucking... yeah,
And
ridiculous.
here's another one since I'm on this page. It's Poison. I Want Action. It says,
I want action tonight.
I won't give up till they give in.
Yeah.
Not looking for a love that lasts. I need a shot and I need it fast. If I can't have her, I'll take her and make her.
Oh, that's rape.
That's right.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah. And these were popular songs. These motherfuckers are famous.
Dude, I want action, and I'm not a glam rock guy, but I want
sure?
action. Yeah, by Poison was huge.
Yeah.
And people were singing it, and girls were singing it, and fucking loving it. And if you really break them down and look at the lyrics, it's like it's a little rapey.
It's Yeah,
You can laugh out loud, Jeremy.
it's a little fucked up, you know. But back in the 60s and 70s, that's how these guys were.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna give it to me, or I'm gonna take it, and nobody's gonna say anything to me because I'm in poison.
Remember Sean Connery?
Yeah.
He had that famous interview from, I want to say it was the 60s or 70s, and he was talking about sometimes you got to give them a slap.
Yeah.
And he was talking about
women
slapping his fucking woman around if she's not listening to what he says.
Yeah.
But that's how they were in Britain. I'm sure they...
Well, that's how
tea and
times...
crumpets and your bitch fucking...
That's how times were.
Tea and crumpets and domestic violence.
That's how times were, and everybody ignored it. That's why Hollywood got so fucking out of control, is because nobody checked these motherfuckers.
No, well, you got to think, too, women's rights in this from the 60s, 50s, and 60s.
Yeah, zero.
That was still, like, acceptable. Like, oh, my wife, you know, they joke about... your dishwasher having a black eye.
Yeah, exactly.
And shit like that. Like, that stems from the 50s, like 50s man mentality. You hear that, like 50s man, Mad Men, that kind of shit. Those guys were fucking savages.
And we overcorrected by a lot.
Yeah.
We're the good old days.
Yeah, we're in a very different place now. And it's changing as we go. More people are stepping forward and saying, like, hey, this wasn't a good thing. Hey, this happened to me. Hey, this, hey, that. I'm very excited to see when this fucking P. Diddy stuff comes out, because there's going to be a ton.
Ooh, it's going to be...
Yeah, everybody's getting their butthole fucking puckered for
They're
that.
all going to be...
Trump's going to declassify the Diddy files?
Yeah. Then everybody's going to be asking for a ball of that fucking baby oil.
Can't wait for Epstein Island shit to come out, too.
Oh, yeah. No, that's everybody's on that list.
He's talking about that, too, yeah.
Fucking everybody.
Yeah. So some good things to come this term, hopefully. We can get some answers. If you could not tell, we are against all of this shit, and if you fuck around, you will find out.
Oh, yeah.
It does not catch you right away, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
But it will fucking get you in the end, R. Kelly.
I dare you to fuck around some boy and put your hand on my daughter.
Oh, my God.
I know everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody that digs really deep fucking holes, and a cadaver dog's not going to scent you at 30 feet.
No. We were at Yamava last night. Oh, that's who I want to get on the podcast.
Yamava?
Yeah.
The entire casino.
The Indians, yeah. The San Manuel tribe. No. So we're out at dinner or whatever, and a guy sits in the booth next to us, and he's wearing Impact Tech. So Impact Tech, if you don't know, is for street bikes. Every street bike on the planet right now has his subcage. So if you drop your bike, it doesn't fuck your bike up.
Oh, okay.
He is the guy who invented it, who came up with it, who monetized it, who's doing it now. He's the best in the game. He's doing well. But I met him in 2013 when I got out of the Navy, and he was working out of his garage.
Nice.
And I looked over and I said, son? I said, son? And he was like, I said, hey, man, you own Impact Tech, huh? You know, like I'm a fangirl or something. And he goes, yeah. I said, yeah, man, you remember my buddy Juan brought me to your house? And he was like, yeah, I remember Juan. I said, yeah, dude, I came to your house. I got a custom-built cage from you at your house while you were working out of your garage. And so we were talking, and I was like, hey, man, we run this podcast. I want you to come on. You know, I'd really like for you to tell us how you got started, because nobody was doing cages for bikes. And he's a big stunter. He's a fucking...
Sure.
He's really good. But nobody was doing sub cages for bikes, so everybody's bike was getting fucked up.
Yeah, your plastic.
You drop that thing and it's gone. But he made this cage that I've fucking gone down on a bike with his frames on it and not fucked my bike up at all.
Nice.
So he was at dinner next to us last night, and I gave him the fucking podcast card and said, "Hey man, me and my boy, we do a podcast. I'd like to get you on." So
good.
So we'll try to get him on. But sorry, my little rant there.
Back to the topic.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you got up here, Jack?
So if we want to start with the Filter song, so I actually, and Jeremy knows this song, "Hey Man, Nice Shot" by Filter.
Yep.
That's one that came out a long time ago, and this one is probably a little more in depth than some of these on here. You know, when you kind of hear us talk about some of these, you'll pick it up right away. But
yeah,
"Hey Man, Nice Shot" was about a guy named R. Bud Dwyer. And I want to say it was back in the 70s or 80s. He was the treasurer for Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And I might be speaking incorrectly, but there was a huge accounting effort because there was something wrong with the retirement fund. I believe either it was being overpaid or underpaid.
Or somebody skimming off the top.
Someone skimming off the top.
Yeah.
Well, what actually ended up happening, he wasn't taking the money.
Oh.
But he hired a financial firm to come in and do the auditing. They hired a third-party firm.
Okay.
He was getting money from them.
Okay.
He was getting bribed by them.
Got it.
And it came out somehow. And it came out that he was taking bribes. And so what he did was he set up a press conference. Came out, talked to the press. I think he had a couple letters that were pre-packaged letters. He had a couple envelopes, and I think like a letter to his family, a letter to the press. Oh, Jeremy's got it up here.
We don't do that on this show.
Yeah. So in '86, Dwyer was convicted of bribery charges. So he held the press conference for this. And again, like I said, there you go, Jeremy. He had a couple of letters written with him. He had manila envelopes. So he's got these letters, and then the last manila envelope, he has a .357 pistol. Like a full 8-inch barrel.
Like the real deal.
.357. This was televised. He pulled the thing out and put it in his mouth and pulled the trigger. Now, if you're twisted,
Televised?
it's televised, and if you want to fuck around and find out, you can find the video on the internet. I was bored one day and did a deep dive into this and saw it and watched it in all unblurred graphic content.
So here's the thing, dude. So back in the day, people were terrified to go to prison. And presidents, right? Reagan?
It's a fun place.
Was it Reagan? Who deleted that tape? Was it Reagan?
I don't know.
Who deleted parts of the tape? There was a scandal. There was a...
Watergate scandal?
Yeah.
It was Nixon.
Nixon. I don't know presidents. I don't give a fuck about them. They don't like me.
You just care about scandals.
But he, like a minute, right, of tape? Today, the president wouldn't bat a fucking eye.
No.
He would be like, so?
Yeah.
Figure it out. We are so far from where dudes used to be, where they cared. Like, my image is ruined.
Yeah.
And I can never show my face again. I'm going to kill myself. These dudes fucking killed themselves rather than go to court and maybe get probation, maybe get a slap on the wrist, maybe get a year. They would rather fucking die on the spot for something so fucking stupid rather than face music.
Yeah.
Self-image.
And he literally pulled that pistol out, and everybody's like, oh, and he puts his hand out like, no, get back. Boom.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking crazy.
I gotta look it up.
It's wild. And I don't remember why I got into the deep dive on it, but I was sitting there and I like,
hole.
but I love watching music videos, and I was like, oh, I wonder what this is. Filter. I like Filter.
So that was they made a song about it.
So the song "Hey Man, Nice Shot" is all about this, because I was sitting there, I'm like, what is this fucking song about? And I was like, oh shit,
yeah.
My God. And I know, Jeremy, you probably heard the song a million fucking times, because you listen to the same music I do. We've heard it on. If you listen to a rock station, it's got a very iconic.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a great song.
A good song.
It's got a great lead in. It's a great song. So I used to listen to it. I'm like, I wonder what this song's about. Like,
yeah. Hey, if you like a song, don't look it up, because the meaning behind it's probably really fucked up, as we're gonna tell you guys today.
I actually never delved into it, but I'm gonna fucking do it.
Take some time. At the end of it, you're gonna watch a guy shoot himself in the mouth.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, these first couple are yours. I don't know anything about who the next person is.
The Weeknd?
Nope. The R Bud. That's your whole thing. That's the
whole thing. I had all that kind of.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, you know who The Weeknd is.
Yeah, I know who The Weeknd is. So I Can't Feel My Face is about fucking cocaine.
Yeah, apparently cocaine makes your face go numb.
Yes.
If you do enough of it.
So
sure.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
Yep.
But I love it. It's JJ's dad's favorite song. He's like, oh, that song's so catchy. Yeah. Oh, swear to God. 100%.
Oh, shit.
And
You're
even,
like, yeah, it's catchy if you do too much of it.
yeah, well, even The Weeknd was like, I can't believe this song is so popular. You know I'm talking about cocaine.
Well, but how would you not?
Nobody fucking cares.
Nobody cares.
Oh, these days, what? But look at the other songs, like WAP.
Yeah.
Like, ladies, if you're singing WAP,
Yeah.
it's, and you're in your car, like, yeah, you can't then go to a women's rights rally and talk about women empowerment.
And how people are shit. Men are
And maybe
shit.
you could if you were playing WAP in the background.
You could, but I just feel like that maybe set you back
Maybe a couple of years.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
10 or 15 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, so the Weeknd song "I Can't Feel My Face" is about cocaine. He said it. He admitted it. Like, there's no secret to it. If you listen to the fucking words, he's absolutely talking about fucking cocaine. There's no fucking. There is no fucking shame in the Weeknd's game, man. He does not fucking care. And it was the number one on the billboards. It was a fucking really popular song.
Still is.
And he wins awards for that song.
Did he win a Grammy for it?
I think so. He won all kinds of shit. So, I Can't Feel My Face is about cocaine. If you did not know that, fucking sorry to burst your fucking bubble.
You can't read between the fucking lines on that one.
Yeah. So, next we have Warren Ziders, Ride the Lightning, which is a fucking favorite song of ours. I think you said it reminds you of my dad when you listen to it.
I have to be honest, I haven't heard this song, and I have heard you guys talk about it several times.
So it's about the
Really?
electric chair.
Yeah.
I like the acoustic version better.
Yeah,
I know
for
that,
sure.
that you guys were talking about this song when you came back from Alaska.
Yeah, because I was blaring it while Lightning was hitting next to us.
And I still haven't heard the song, so I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah,
after this.
so this song, Ride the Lightning,
Spotify it.
is about being electrocuted in the electric chair.
Makes sense.
So he's talking about at midnight, I'm going to ride the lightning. He's talking about, I should have lived a better life kind of thing. And if you've obviously never heard it, so we'll play it for you here in a little bit. But Ride the Lightning is 100% about getting the electric chair.
Oh, yeah.
Once I liked the song instantly. But once I started listening to it, I was like,
Yeah, it's really sad.
yeah.
It's really fucking sad.
Mama used to tell me I was born on the wild side. Like, it's a great fucking song. The song itself, if you take all the meaning out of songs themselves are great.
Mm-hmm.
But when you deep dive into songs like we did today, there's really fucked up messages behind it, and a lot of the rock, like the rock and roll genre, they were heavy on drugs, and a lot of their shit was like, I was on heroin and fucking, like, we'll get into that later, but a lot of these songs that blew up because people didn't know the fucking meaning behind it.
Yeah.
That these guys are years later saying, like, no, I was talking about this thing. These songs are popular. These songs go to number one. These songs, people are like, yeah, fuck yeah. And it's about the lead singer talking about how he wanted to fucking kill himself, because he was on a drug bender for a month. Like he didn't sleep for a month or whatever.
Yeah.
He was messing around. When you start deep diving into what songs are, and some of these are really fucked. The next one's really fucked.
Well, but before we step to the next one, to really talk about a rock band that really embodied that, and Jeremy can second this, it's Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Lane
Yes.
Lane Stanley from Alice in Chains was a hurt individual that sang about, like, Rooster. I fucking love Rooster. Rooster, anybody that listens to Alice in Chains are probably sick of hearing it because they play it all the time.
Yeah.
But Rooster is about Vietnam.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you actually listen to the Got My Pills Against Mosquito Death, My Friends and I Are Breathing My Last Breath, like, there's a lot of, he talks about his boy back home and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's a lot of really haunting.
Yeah.
And I for some reason, I have a soft spot for haunting songs. Like, that's what I love. I'm not a big country fan, but Warren Ziders, Ride the Lightning, I love it. Now it reminds me, obviously, of Pops, but I've always really liked it, but it's haunting.
Yeah.
Like, Alice in Chains has that haunting kind of feel to it.
Well, I've got two that are right there in line with that. One is Metallica. One.
Oh, yeah.
Talks about coming back from the war.
Oh, yeah, that's
Such a good song.
And, fucking great song, but if you listen to the fucking message, it's deep.
That's
And
PTSD.
Yeah, it's
personified.
fucking heavy.
Have you seen the video?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all about like World War II.
Yeah.
A guy coming back from
With
darkness.
Yeah, no
imprisoning
fucking
me.
jaw.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's all fucked up. And then the other one is, I heard that Born in the USA,
Yeah.
he came back from Vietnam and they wouldn't hire him.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like, I'm born in the USA. Like, that's the whole premise of that song is like, I went and did all this shit and I come home and I get nothing. Yeah. Like, I'm from here. I was born here. And it's about people like kicking them down pretty much.
Yep. Different times.
Yeah. When I looked that up, I was like, Born in the U. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great fucking song. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh shit. He talks about like coming home and people tell him like sorry, like you're not qualified for this job or whatever. Like, I was like, God damn, dude. Like,
and again, to your point, that was written by the Boss, by Bruce Springsteen.
By Bruce Springsteen, yeah.
Born in the USA, I would argue might be his most popular, if not one of his top 3 most popular songs.
Everybody knows it.
That motherfucker got up in front of a fucking arena full of 60,000 screaming fans, and they sang that song back to him.
Yeah.
And like that shit is all fucked up.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, if you look into a lot of these songs, man, there's a deep fucking like, songs are poetry, right?
Uh-huh.
It is you writing from your heart, and you might not say like, hey, I smoked fucking meth, but you might say like, hey, I took a ride on the fucking magic train, and like you might navigate around it. But when you look at the message, man, it's these dudes have fucked up lives, man.
Interpretation of words.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, but they also say you sing about what you know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like one of my a juxtaposition of this, one of my favorite poets is Edgar Allan Poe.
Hmm?
And if you if you look at the meaning behind a lot of the stuff that he wrote, so like one of his famous poems or stories was The Mask of the Red Death, which is about tuberculosis.
Oh shit.
And he had it back when he was a poet and writing, there were a whole lot of people in his life, wives and family members that died from tuberculosis, and they call it the Red Death because you ultimately end up coughing up blood.
Right.
And like essentially drowning in your own blood. So
That's what killed Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Mask of the Red Death is about tuberculosis, and there's a lot of stuff. So they write about what they know about, might not just be saying like, hey, everybody I know's died of tuberculosis. They weave a tale through it, kind of like, it's a cathartic thing.
Right. But these are popular. These are hits.
Oh, yeah.
These dudes talk about their life, and that's you have to be passionate about your thing, and I think that's what draws people to these people is they're flawed, they're fucked up, they have fucking problems. They're another dude. They are just like you and me. They have problems. They don't, you think of these rock stars and you think of these celebrities and shit like, oh, they got the greatest life ever. Like, no.
Money and fame.
Money and fame it's not where it's at.
I listened to 2 books, one by the bass player from Korn and the guitarist from Korn. So from Head and Fieldy. And it's funny, their lives as rock stars kind of parallel each other in many ways, but like Head was super into meth.
Really?
And alcohol. And Fieldy was a raging alcoholic, and they just talked about like how lonely they were.
Oh, dude,
And
I
the
can only
holes
imagine.
that they put themselves in and all this terrible shit. But we see music videos and we see concerts, and you're like, fuck yeah, these guys look like they're having a great time and all this. And they have this whole
and then you're at a
tortured
Diddy
life.
party getting fucked by Diddy.
Yeah, you're getting fucking...
Oh, there's definitely a dark side to music.
You're getting Justin Bieber.
Yeah. But it's like comedy, like Robin Williams.
Yeah.
You know, and they say that some of the most successful comedians are hiding the darkest of secrets.
Right. Yeah. No, he hid his pain behind your laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
That's how most people live.
All right.
true.
So the next one is actually a song that I fucking dig. I really like this song, and it's fucked up.
I like a cover version of this by Three Teeth.
Okay.
The original band is Foster the People, and the song is Pumped Up Kicks.
Yeah. If you've never fucking heard this song, go listen to it.
If you've never heard this song,
I can't see the board, and I knew what was coming.
yeah, but if you haven't heard this song, like you haven't been
It
around.
is catchy. like fucking all the little kids with the pumped up kick. Like, it's fucking
better run.
faster than my bullets.
Yes.
It's about school shootings.
Yes.
And teenage violence, and this is right around probably, I don't know, Columbine, and when all of the school shootings became
prevalent
and popular.
Yeah. So that song has the catchiest beat, and then you listen to the words, and it's about shooting fucking kids.
Yeah.
All the little kids with the pumped up kicks. You better run. Like, fuck me, dude. It's the catchiest song on the fucking planet, because the melody and the beat, I mean, you just fall into it. It just fucking, it's smooth. It's just very, very easy to it's easy to listen to. And then you listen to the words and you're like, God damn, he's talking about shooting fucking kids. Like, God, like, if you've never heard Pumped Up Kicks, put that shit on and listen to the words. You're going to be into the melody, you're going to be into the beat. It's a great song in terms of likability.
It's an easy listen.
It's an easy listen. But you listen to the words and as you go down that fucking rabbit hole, and the whole fucking song is about shooting fucking kids.
If you listen to the Foster the People version, you'll get caught up in it. If you listen to the Three Teeth version, which is Three Teeth is more like an industrial kind of metal band. If you listen to that version, you'll be like, ooh, this song's dark. But if you listen, which is a funny thing, you listen to the Foster the People version and you're like, hey, it's got whistling and it's cool.
It's fun and you're bouncing around to it. Yeah.
Well, and this song is kind of what prompted this whole list that we have.
Yes. Because
we were talking about how much we like this song, but it's fucked up, and how there's so many songs with hidden messages. It's not fucking playing Ozzy's record backwards. I'm gonna worship the devil. No, it's this guy talking about shooting fucking kids, and we're playing it on the fucking radio. We're talking about doing cocaine with The Weeknd, and we're playing it on the fucking radio.
So those two songs, the Foster the People and The Weeknd, played in rotation.
Yeah.
On every popular radio station, at least, I don't know, 25 fucking times a day.
JJ's dad, who does not listen to any of the radio stations that I know of, was like, oh, I really like that Weeknd song. I can't feel my face when and I was like, are you going to tell him? Who's going to tell him?
I've hung out with your father-in-law many times, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't do cocaine.
No.
Maybe he's really good at hiding it.
And I'm pretty sure fucking, I don't know, 105.9's not on his fucking playlist.
The next time I see him, I'll be, hey, Theo, how's your face?
Yeah. You want to numb your face real quick? Here, smell this.
He's going to tell you I can't feel it when I'm with you.
Does this smell like chloroform?
Does this rag smell like cocaine?
Yeah. Or chloroform.
Yeah. Hey, calm down, fucking Tony.
Yeah,
Tony Montana. I'm Tony Montana. Fucking, hey, I got this pile for you, man. Tell me if that smells good.
Yeah, let's play a game. Is this powdered sugar or cocaine?
Like in the movies, is this vitamin B or cocaine?
I can't tell. I'm going to have to try again.
Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah.
Why are you rubbing it on your teeth?
I can't feel my face. And I love it. So that's a fucking goddamn terrible, terrible fucking song that is popular.
Yeah.
And it's society's fault.
Yep.
Because if we didn't glorify, like we talked about, like Mafia, right? Like we glorify these guys. I'm doing a Prohibition Mafia fucking leg sleeve. We glorify these guys. They're terrible fucking people. They are not good people at all.
Well, but think about too, like the 48 Hours Mystery Dateline. Now Netflix. So Netflix got a lot of shit because they're doing the series they call Monster, and it's insert serial killer.
Yeah.
I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer one. And you're fucking fascinated. I'm sorry.
It's fascinating because these guys are fascinating because you can't put yourself into their mind to be like, what are you thinking?
Yes.
Like it's how the fuck do you think like that is the draw. So
it's fascinating to me too to think like the depths of it. So at one point, Jeffrey Dahmer was drugging. He's going to gay bars and drugging guys and bringing them home, and he was dying for affection.
That's
his thing was affection.
His thing?
That was his thing was affection, and it's why he would like eat people because they'd always be part of him. He had one guy.
Weirdo.
It's the weirdest thing the weirdest way to look at shit.
Well,
Yeah.
that's where his mind went.
Yeah.
And this is why I think people like it is because
It's fascinating.
but he drilled a hole in this one guy's head and was trying to put acid in there to like kill his brain to make him a zombie, like a love zombie that would love him forever. I'm serious. There would just be a mindless thing that would just show him, get a dog.
Dog will love you forever.
Before this, I was down there petting Kevin, your giant fucking Corso who
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah.
He wouldn't fucking leave me alone.
No.
He gave me so much love and affection. It's like, all right, bro, we're not dating.
Yeah.
He likes
calm
you
down.
more than me.
Calm down.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I love him. He's a big, lovable dummy, but get a fucking dog.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drill a hole in your fucking head, put a little hydrochloric acid in there and be like, you're a zombie now and you're mine forever.
You know what?
It just hurts really bad.
You know what I don't understand? These serial killers, these crazy motherfuckers, they draw a fan base, right? You kill 1 million people, you're going to get a fan base.
It's fucking stupid.
And the hottest girls always want to fuck these dudes.
Did you see Manson? Manson got married when he was in prison.
Yeah.
I think he's been married a couple times.
To some baddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they can fix him.
Well, I don't know.
No, they're
it's
just
probably
fucking
some of the
twisted.
fame, but
they're
I think
crazy.
a lot of it's that they're fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
And if you want to go marry some dude who killed a bunch of people, I think we should lock you up too. I think you take this ride too, bitch.
Yeah, you're not healthy.
Yeah, you're definitely there's definitely something wrong with you.
Daddy issues.
Dude, I think that goes a little beyond daddy issues.
Oh, dude, fucking way far. The next one we have up here is The Police.
Yeah.
Every Breath You Take.
Another banger.
Yeah.
Like, people have slow danced to this. People have had this at
This
their
is probably
wedding.
the wedding songs, yeah.
People have proposed to this. People
Yeah.
have made love to this.
Yeah. So, every breath you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you.
Oh, yeah.
It is about being a fucking controlling stalker,
Yeah.
piece of shit, who wants to control somebody's fucking life. That's what this song is about. It's not a love song. It is by no means a love song. It's a stalker song. It is every move you make, every breath you take, I'll be watching you. Can you imagine if you fucking told somebody that today?
Oh, no.
I'll be watching you.
You know what? It doesn't. I don't think the inflection in your voice, the tone, like, hey, I'll be watching you. I don't care how friendly you say it.
Lively.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go take a shower. Yeah, I'll be watching you. I'm like,
watching you.
fuck off.
It's all crazy. It
My
all
husband's
reads.
going to shoot you in the face.
It all reads red flag.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be watching you.
It's a green flag for me.
But
Yes,
that is one of their most popular songs.
it is.
And like you said, dude, that's people's wedding songs. They're like, oh, it's love and affection. Like,
Every vow you break, every move you take, dude. Mm-mm.
no, it is absolutely about losing somebody in some type of way. It's like, have you seen the show You?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
It is very
it
You
reminds
based.
me of Misery.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Dude, let me fucking put this fucking 2x4 between your legs.
Break your fucking legs so you can't run away,
Smash legs.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I loved your last book. Yeah. No, dude, and that's the thing too. And you ever notice that the most popular songs and people and movies are the fucked up ones?
Yeah.
Like,
That's because people are fucking savage.
Well,
They're
yeah.
like, let's get the deranged shit in there. Fucking.
yeah. Well, and people thrive on that. Like, people are like, oh, yeah, she fucking broke his fucking leg. Like, yeah, like, who comes up with this shit?
Well, but so we talked about this we touched on it in a previous podcast. I want to delve into it more too in a future one, but the progress paradox, where you get to a certain point and everything's going well, you will generate strife in your life. Like, we have to have a certain amount of strife in our life. It is in your human nature. It's
Right.
wired into your brain. There are psychological studies that have been done that speak to this. I'm not just throwing this shit out there.
Yeah, you're right.
And yeah, but that's why I think people have this dark and twisted thing, because for the most part, like, my life's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I have my day-to-day stressors and shit that bothers me
Sure.
and this stuff, but if you look at it on the grand scheme of things, I really got a lot of first world problems. And so a lot of times people will fixate on the dark side and on darkness, and they'll create some strife. And if they don't create strife, they'll watch it.
Yeah.
They'll get it somehow, and they'll, like you said, they'll side with that person. Like, oh fuck, that's gnarly. Like, oh,
well, that's the people who gossip and want you to have problems in your life.
Yeah,
because they're like, I need this, and you can't be happy because I'm miserable.
Yeah, but look at like the horror genre.
Yeah,
why do we like horror films? Saw.
Yeah,
all these fucked up, gory, terrible. People are like, that's a fucking great movie, and you're like, that's fucked up. Like,
yeah.
Those guys fucking killed each other and all that stuff, and all this stuff happened, and I'm like, yeah, it was great.
I don't know if it was The Hills Have Eyes. There was one movie where a guy had like a shotgun in his ass, and if somebody opened the fucking door, it was going to fucking shoot him.
This is definitely not The Hills Have Eyes. I don't know what porn you were watching.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I don't.
Back to music. That's odd.
No, but it was one of those horror movies about so every horror movie except for the Jasons, that's just if you have sex you get killed.
Oh yeah.
But every other horror movie is like, hey, chain that guy up, rape his girlfriend.
After Saw came out, there was very much a pattern of very deep psychological, twisted, fucked up.
And these guys think about this shit.
Yeah, someone's sitting there coming up with it.
You have to think about it to write it. This has to be like something that you're like, I wonder if I could get away with this, or a deep-seated thing inside of you that you're like...
Yeah, AI is not coming up with this shit.
No, dude, I mean, like, we watched horror movies, I don't know, when I was, 2, 3. I remember
Texas
watching
Chainsaw Massacre, fucking House on Haunted Hill.
No, I remember watching some shit about a house party, and everybody like started going crazy and like cutting their fucking.
That was House on Haunted Hill.
Was it the original?
Yeah.
Okay, so that came out in 90.
Way before that, it was maybe 90.
So I was 3.
Yeah,
watching this shit.
You were a child. But a lot of people look at like the serial killer stuff, right? So the Toy Box Killer is a very famous serial rapist, murderer. He would find a victim and he'd start stalking them. Then he'd kidnap him and he'd locked him in this toy box, a trailer that was full of all this torture devices, and he would play recordings of the women before them that he had raped and murdered.
That's fucking savage.
And he would make them listen to it, and he would tell them things he was going to do, and then he would do it, and then he'd kill them. And there's all these... There was a pair of guys, I forget their names, but they would kidnap women, and they would take turns like raping and torturing them. And I mean, in horrific manners. And so I think a lot of these folks that kind of delve down this... There used to be a show called Most Evil. And they would talk about serial killers and all this kind of stuff. And I think people start thinking about that, and it inspires them to write a story like The Saws and some of these other horror movies and stuff. And they go, oh, well, this guy could have done this. And they write all this shit down and turn it into a movie.
See, but so I think a lot of these guys who write this shit kind of fantasize about this shit.
Well, sure.
Because like how these guys write these songs about like their lives and like, you know, things that they can't tell you. They're not going to tell you that, hey, I've got a problem, but they can write a song like, hey, I rode the dragon for fucking 3 days, and then I got off and I slept for a week, and like, okay, you were messing around. You know, you're not telling me like, hey, I smoked meth and then I stayed in for 3 days and I thought I saw a dragon on the 405, you know?
Well, but it's like we talked about another, obviously, previous podcast. We talked about therapy and how people tend to resist therapy because you have to relive
it, yeah.
So if you can write a song and put it to a four count beat and make it poppy and all this kind of stuff, you can process some of that trauma, and it's not, I am back in that fucking memory again.
And if it's a number one for you and you're going on tour and you're playing it all the time, and you're on the other side of it, right? Because a lot of these guys write these songs because they're on the other side of it. Yes. Like the last one we have up here, you're on the other side of it. So it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's called Under the Bridge, and it's about doing heroin.
Yeah, Anthony Kiedis doing heroin,
and he was under a bridge. And if you're not familiar with the song, one of the lines in it is, I don't ever want to feel like I did that day, because he was at his lowest of his lows, getting fucking high under a bridge, not with his family, and he's got kids and shit. Like these dudes are people too, you know, like, and can you imagine, like, how fucking low you have to be a famous person?
Yep.
Under a fucking bridge.
By yourself. Doing heroin, I think he was doing. Yep.
And fucking off your family. And, like, how you feel. So I think, like, you know, I've never done heroin, obviously, but, as you could tell by my fucking six-pack over here, but, the high has to be amazing. Mm-hmm. For you to fuck off your whole life and to not give a fuck about anything or anybody, it's got to be great while you're in it.
They say the first time you shoot heroin, it's like every nerve in your body is having an orgasm.
Okay.
That's what people have described it. Their first time.
And then you chase it.
And then you chase it.
And then you chase it. And that's where you have problems because you chase it.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine when you come out of that.
Oh, yeah.
To realization of, like, I hurt everybody in my life.
Yep.
I missed this. I missed that. I can't. You can never get time back. Time doesn't fucking rewind for anybody. No. So if you are, you know, and everybody's their own person, you know, and everybody's got a path to live. And hey, if that's you and you need help, and reach out. There's people who care about you.
Oh, sure.
But
you don't have to write a song about it.
You don't have to write a song about it because you're not going to get as famous as Red Hot Chili Peppers.
But it's funny. I'm a child in the 90s.
Yeah.
I love Under the Bridge.
I love that fucking
And it comes
song.
on, and I sing that song fucking word for word. It's a great song. It's well put together. Anybody, if you played it today, people would be like, that's a fucking great song. Yeah. It's timeless.
Yeah.
But it's fucking twisted.
It is terrible. Yeah. The meaning behind the song is terrible. And it's good that he got out from that.
Yeah.
Right? It's great that he can be on the other side of that. However, he lived that. He was there. He was in that moment. And he was not having a good fucking time, man. No. Like, to write that song and to, you know, I don't ever want to feel like I did that day. You had to be, that's rock bottom. That is
fucking absolutely
fucking rock bottom. Like, you're devastated and you hate yourself. And that's the thing is when you get there where you don't care about anything but getting high, you absolutely hate yourself. And that's the problem with these rock stars and these people with money is that they can afford the good drugs.
Yeah.
And they can do them often.
And people want to get them to you.
Yes.
It's the biggest part. Even if you can't afford them, they just want to give it to you.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And it's you know, like all these celebrities nowadays who do the IV bags with ketamine and whatever. What did Michael Jackson die from? Was it ketamine? Propofol. You know, and because you want to be in that relaxed state because your life is so hard and you can do it. And then the guy from Friends probably died from the same thing.
Matthew Perry. He it was drug related. I forget what it was,
but I feel like it was IV. Like he was chilling.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of bad stuff.
But I mean, like when you're at that status, right? Like everybody thinks you got this great life, and like, oh, I want to be this guy and that guy. But like Eminem, who I won't promote because he told me to go fuck myself, but. But he says, like, please, like, leave me alone while I'm having a meal with my daughter, or I'm taking 100%. A piss, or like I'm just trying to be a person. These guys can't go anywhere or do anything. I think COVID was probably the best thing that happened to these guys because they could wear masks and like, abroad, but not everywhere.
I never want their fame. I want their money, but I don't want their fame.
For sure. Oh, for sure, without a doubt. But as soon as you get into that life, you get introduced into a very different, very dark world of endless possibilities. And I think that is terrifying, especially if you get in young. Like, was it Drew Barrymore?
Oh, yeah.
Fucked.
She was doing cocaine at like 12 or 9 or something?
Drew Barrymore has a tortured childhood past.
Yeah. And for her to have it together as much as she does now, But yeah, didn't she go to rehab at like 12 or 9 or fucking...
She was in rehab very young.
Like, as a fucking baby.
Yeah, as a child.
Like...
Fucking E.T.
And it's people supplying children with this. Mm-hmm. And there's probably more deep, dark secrets that she doesn't care to relive.
Oh, yeah.
That, you know, and that's the reality of being a star and famous, is that people are going to take advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to do whatever they want. There was I read a thing about an actress who couldn't swim. So her mom said, like, just throw her in the fucking water. She'll figure it out. She almost drowned, so she had a very bad reaction to water. She was terrified of water for the rest of her life.
Understandably so.
Yeah, so, and then, you know, it's just like, parents of children, maybe still now, but for sure back then, did not give a fuck about what they were doing with their children. They wanted the fame for themselves.
Well, they wanted the money.
And the money.
Look at the Macaulay Culkins and all these people that have been through it.
John Benet Ramsey.
Dude.
Ramsey.
Like, that poor girl looked like she was fucking 30 at 7. Like, they did the most for her and to her for them. That you could lie to yourself and say, like, no, this is for my child, so and like, this has nothing to do with your fucking kid. At 9, my son doesn't know what the fuck he wants in life. Like,
I have 2 beautiful daughters.
Yeah.
They're not in beauty pageants.
No.
They're not ads, and I never would want to do that with them.
I got one. I think she's beautiful enough to fucking do that shit, but...
Oh, your daughter?
I would never.
All day.
She's so fucking gorgeous, bro.
No, that terrifies me.
Me too, trust me, I would never advocate for it.
No.
But I'll tell her till I'm fucking dead or blue in the face, you know what I mean, that she's beautiful.
No, they are. And she's sweet and smart and a fucking scratch bowler, too, by the way.
And she better not fucking listen to this fucking podcast anymore.
No, so a last song we'll talk about, because we got Jeremy here.
What's up?
Is Jeremy by Pearl Jam.
So Pearl Jam's got some really fucking good songs.
Yep.
Is Jeremy about a car accident?
No, Jeremy's one of their most famous songs, and it's about a boy named Jeremy, and I'm looking up here. He was from Richardson, Texas. He walked up in front of his English class in 1991 and killed himself in front of his classmates.
Sounds about right.
So So I'm pretty sure that we all have the knowledge of somebody who's killed themselves.
Yes.
In my high school, a kid jumped in front of a train.
No. His mom
laid her head on the tracks.
Yes, and a week later he did the same thing. Yeah.
One of Kendra's very dear friends, she shot herself. It was my senior year of high school, and she shot herself. But she put on she was on the dance team and did all this, put on a very positive front, but apparently she had a extremely terrible home life. And one day she sat under a tree and...
Well, and that's the thing too. So I understand mental health is a big issue, and people go through different things, and I can't pretend to be able to relate to everybody's things. But the trauma that you cause other people by killing yourself in front of them,
the ripple effect
is terrible. Do not do that. Take yourself, sit under a tree, take yourself fucking in your closet, and fuck me, man. Like, don't have your kids find you. Like,
that's the fucking
like
worst.
That,
the worst.
Like, and I'll never understand, like, people will be so quick to commit suicide, but, like, go to Afghanistan. Go fight a war. If you're that hell-bent on dying, like, make something of it.
Yeah, but I think that the flip side of that is when you're so deep into that, and this is
sure.
It speaks to the power of the human mind, and we can think about like these serial killers that commit these horrible crimes,
and they justify it.
They're justified in their mind, and it, not to say that the suicidal thoughts are thoughts of justification, but like, okay, so Ronda Rousey's dad, he killed himself, but he had been in chronic pain
Right.
I think he had a terrible back injury. He had been in chronic pain for years and years and years, and it was just so constant, so anything that he was just looking for any way out.
Yeah.
But you can look at a lot of different things. It's traumas in your life, just being sad.
Yeah.
The loss of loved one and all this kind of stuff. And you're right. There are venues and ways to get around that, people to talk to. Mm-hmm. And
there are definitely resources.
There's a tremendous amount. I mean, if you go to a bridge, you were in the Navy, you go to the fucking Coronado, on the Coronado Bridge.
They have suicide hotlines on every pillar now because so many people jump off that bridge.
I actually watched somebody jump off that bridge when I was in the Navy.
No, dude, it's fucking wild.
We were going over that bridge one day, and there was a lady standing on the edge, and all the police, there were like 6 cop cars, and they were trying to get her off the side.
Yeah, so I obviously knew people who've been there, but I have an uncle who shot himself, and I don't know. I was young, and as a kid, nobody's reaching out to me for help. Nobody's, hey, fucking Jerett, I need help. Right? He was a grown-ass man. He had kids. He had a family. He was his own person. He was older.
Sure.
I could not come home. The Navy would not let me come home. I did not understand it at the time. I still don't understand it. Like, I don't know how bad things can get for you. But I've never been in that position, because I always keep a positive outlook. Like, I've had bad days, I've had dark days, dude. I've had fucking real fucked up days where I'm like, fuck this, I got nothing. Tomorrow's gonna fucking be a better day, and I always tell myself the worst day that you've ever fucking had can't get worse.
Well, but that's the power of your mindset and where you are.
But I have to, because I've dealt with that, and I see the ripple effect and the repercussion to it. I was devastated. It broke my fucking heart. He was my favorite fucking uncle. He
was a good dude.
Yeah, when we were kids coming up, man, he was everything. I mean, he was
the fun uncle.
He was the fun uncle, right? And as a kid coming up, he had a checkered past, right? They used to fuck around. They found out, but I wasn't around for any of that. I was around for him. Hey, you want to learn how to play hacky sack?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to learn how to chip fucking wiffle balls over the fucking house? Hey, I'm gonna barbecue. Hey, I'm gonna this. Hey, I'm growing weed, but I'll fucking whatever. He was the fucking cool, fun uncle. He was. Oh, hey, see that quad right there? Go fucking ride around the neighborhood. He was fucking dope, man. He was a good fucking dude.
He was a super good dude.
And life happens and drugs happen, and I thought he was clean. I'm pretty sure he was. The last time I saw him, because he was when I was a kid. Come to find out, I mean, he hit it very well. But as a kid, you're not paying attention.
Sure.
He liked to drink beer a lot. I knew fucking. I knew when he was drunk, but he had a pretty significant drug problem when I was young. Sure. That I didn't know about, man. And I had a lot of good people in my life. My fucking brother over here, this piece of shit, shielded me from that.
Sure.
It wasn't, and I'm from my mom. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby. So around that time, my little brother Zach either wasn't born yet or he was a thought. He was, but. So in my family, on my mom's side, I was the baby.
Yeah.
And nobody, I had, Jeremy and then I had Bobby and Brian and Jerica. Nobody got to fuck with me. You got a fucking problem? Step outside. Yeah. My brother Brian would fight anybody. He was a fucking nutcase.
He was a savage.
He was a fucking animal. And the dude could fucking fight. I always wondered, how do you learn how to fight? That motherfucker would and he would step up to anybody. He didn't give a fuck. He
had a fucked up childhood.
He had a really bad childhood.
Does he want to start a band?
And you met my cousin who had a fucked up childhood.
Nice. I love cousin Rob.
Yeah, and
he's a good dude.
Cousin Rob hit up.
Rob is probably the best. If I ever need anything now in life, My dad was always my go-to. I fucking, no question. It's my dad. But Rob, man, if I ever need fucking anything, from burying a body to advice to fuck anything, dude, like, I'm calling Rob. Rob's a good dude. Rob's had a fucking rough life. Rob had a fucking terrible fucking upbringing, then the army, and then, you know, fucking things happen, man, and he learned the hard way, but he is solid. My cousin Rob is the most solid person.
I love cousin Rob. He's one of my favorites.
And he is not afraid of fucking anything or anybody or nothing. Like,
cousin Rob's one of those people where I kind of grew up around people like cousin Rob. Mm-hmm. So when I met him,
he fits.
But I met him and I was like,
yeah,
I know who you are.
Yeah.
I know who you should not be.
Yeah.
And I know if someone gets you there. And if you don't know, you'll never know.
Yeah.
But he's a fantastic human.
He is the best person to have on your side and the worst person to go against.
Oh, yeah. Like, definitely good people.
Yeah. And
he's great people. He's salty earth. We went at Pop's funeral, he came up and he gave me a big hug.
Yeah.
He's like, I miss you. I haven't seen you in a while. And I mean, we pick up a conversation where we left it off 6 months ago. He's dope. I love cousin Rob.
Well,
and he will always be cousin Rob to me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I use in my phone as cousin Rob.
Yeah,
he's not even my cousin.
So he looked at my dad like his dad, right? And like, my cousin Rob is 50. I mean, he's older than me.
He's older than all of us.
How old he is,
he's in his 50s for sure. I mean, he was an adult when I was born. Like, he's by no means my fucking age. But like a lot of people, man, he looked up to my dad, and when my dad passed, man, he was like, Rob doesn't fly. He doesn't do people. He doesn't do crowds. He doesn't do anything. He called me and he said, book my flight with yours. And I said, are you sure we can drive? Like, he's like, I'd much rather drive, but we need to get there now. And he flew, man, and he
that meant a lot. Honestly,
being
there with Rob, that was
man. So, you know Rob, but for all of our listeners out there, man, like,
get you a cousin Rob.
Yeah, you don't
not ours.
Yeah,
his friend list is full.
Yeah, you don't understand. Like, you know, you might think like, oh, I've got a friend like that. You don't. Like,
no, not at all.
Oh no,
he put a lot of shit down and like ate a lot of like anxiety and feelings, and he was not okay flying on this fucking plane, and he flew home alone. Oof. He did not have all of us, and we were all scattered on the first flight out there, but he's your typical fucking guy who does not like people, who does not like crowds, who cannot sit in a fucking crowded plane and have people sit behind him and fucking walk around it. He's not that guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy who fucking looks for the exit and sits to watch, you know?
Yep. I like me some cousin Rob.
Yeah. But he salt of the earth. Just the best dude, man. And I could not be luckier, man. I have a really good core family.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their, you know, their people. You know, like, you got your pieces of shit, you got your, that's my cousin, that's my this, that's my that. But I'm very fortunate in life, man, to be where I am, and I appreciate all my people, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the listeners coming out and listening to us. I still don't know how we get to do this every couple times a week, or, you know, whenever we get to do it. It means a lot. It's a chance for me to clear my chest, man, and you know, I'm still very angry with all my things, and we'll get into it later, man. We future episode, man, we're gonna go through my dad's card list. We're gonna do some things. We're gonna talk about my dad, and I will figure that out.
It's okay. There are 7 stages.
Yeah, I'm stuck on anger.
That's okay.
Like, I can't. I'm just mad, man, and I get more mad when I think about the possibilities of reasons, you know, and whatever. I mean, that's my thing. Reach out to your friends, man. Please. Check in. 2025 just started. I hope it's not been too rough for a lot of people, man. Me and Jeremy have another family member who's not doing great. So check in on your people, man. And if you've got people out there who made it through some things and you get time, appreciate your time. Really really appreciate your time, man. And if your parents are older, spend the time, man. Take the phone call. Do your thing, man. Take it from me. You do not realize what you have until it's gone.
Funny, I went at the beginning of the episode, I was talking about my dad came and visited my job site.
Yeah.
Mutual friend at the firm, and he knows my dad real well.
Yeah.
And he lost his dad recently. Mm. And I was like, oh, the old man walked the job site with me. And he's like, number one, fucking tell me next time so I can come.
Yeah.
He goes, number two, I hope you took a picture.
Yeah.
Because you'll want that forever.
Yeah. Well, and we have sound bites, man, and I can't bring myself to go back and listen to any episodes with my dad on it.
It's okay.
I can't. I still got voicemails.
I have one voicemail, and I listen to that motherfucker all the time.
I've got like 4 voicemails that I've never listened to.
It's okay. They will come to you in time.
Yeah. We do not have forever.
Nope. Time is the most valuable possession that we have, and you cannot buy any more of it.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Yep. Your hourglass is limited.
Yeah. So, so swallow your pride, man. Get over your fucking problems. If you got drama going, it's not worth it.
No, sir.
It's never been worth it.
Definitely not.
It's definitely not worth it, man, because you don't have time.
Nope.
You are missing things as you go, and you are going to regret it. I fucking promise. I don't give a fuck who you are or how stubborn you are.
Tomorrow is not promised.
Yeah, you're going to regret it. So, get enough of my morbid talk, man. These songs have been real fucked up, and there's hidden messages in life, man. Look for them and listen for them.
Yes, sir.
If your friends are not doing well, read between their lines. Pay attention. How about that? Pay attention, because everybody will tell you, "Nah, I'm good. I'm fucking whatever. I'm blah, 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 blah." But you need to absolutely pay attention to what you got while you have it. So, I think we'll end this recording with "I Can't Feel My Face."
Well, I'm with you.
And I love it.
I love it.
All right, so check in on your friends, man. Hug your loved ones, man. Just fucking, it is very important, man. We only get the time that we get.
Yes, sir.
So if you take nothing from this, man, check in on your friends. Be good people and do good things, man. It's not hard.
It's free.
Yeah, it's free. I've been Jerett.
I've been Jack.
I'm Jeremy.
And this has been Shattered Wisdom Podcast, and you motherfuckers are welcome.